Okay, so go ahead, Jackie.
Um, well, I was just kind of thinking out loud, but I'm big on relationships, the type of relationship that I have with someone. So I think as far as qualifying a connection, can we really help each other? You know, that's not always a yes to that question. So can we help each other? And B, do I want to do business with this person? So have I created a relationship, a trusting relationship with this person where we are comfortable and can have honest conversations? That's the biggest thing for me.
Okay. What about you, Lisa?
Well, not unlike Jackie. I mean, there has to be a relationship such that somebody's helping one another. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. I have a lot of friends, so I'm not looking to just, make new friends. I don't even keep in touch with, as frequently as I would like to with the friends that I have. So yeah, there would have to be some business purpose for whoever the connection would be. For example, do you always do these things on Zoom?
Well, it depends. If they are in the area where I am, we would have like a meeting afterwards or do a follow-up or a phone call.
But online, aside from the in person, because we all prefer to be in person, but when you're not in person, for example, Jackie and I, it was a fluke that I'll be in Jacksonville in a week. So whether or not Jackie and I get together, we don't know, but possibly. Rodney and I aren't going to be anywhere near each other, even though I'm in Southern California. I'm not going to be up in the Central Valley anytime soon.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, Rodney, I'm not looking for a financial planner, but if I know some people, I'll be sure to think of you. But I accepted this invitation from you, not knowing you, Marie. You were
Yes.
tenacious.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I am a believer in the happy accidents. My whole career has been built on establishing personal relationships and finding that mutual need or mutual connection for whatever the purpose, might be. So because I'm working on a technology that's about ready to go to market, that is a much better experience than Zoom or Google Meet or Teams meeting or whatever. You reached out and said it's a networking opportunity. I decided what the hell. So, when you ask why or how, what do you do to qualify? It kind of depends, right?
Yes.
It kind of depends on where you are in terms of what you're working on and what you're looking to accomplish.
Okay, that's awesome, Lisa. All right, Rodney, what about you?
I think by default, everyone likes to qualify, a lead if it generates some kind of business for them, right? When it's whether it's a new client or whether it's a new vendor that can provide a service at a better cost or at a better deliverable. I think that's what we all like to lean toward as a good, solid connection. But I think, there can be more to that. I feel like, Lisa mentioned, happy accidents. There's going to be connections that they're not going to need you now. They may never need you, but they know a ton of other people that may need your service, or they may know a ton of people that can provide you a service that you're looking for or a product at a more efficient rate or at a more effective rate. So I think to me, the overall value of a connection is when there's intangibles attached to it, not so much the dollar value or the time value that they inherently provide, but if there's something that they could provide down the line or that is attached to their name or their network, I think that would qualify as a good lead.
Awesome, Rodney. I think the reason why we created Fire Up Connect is because I wanted to make sure that we get to know people. Because I have been well connected to so many people, different types of people. And one thing that I've learned is that I can get burned on a referral if I didn't really know what they do and how they work. So now I've been very careful with my relationship with people, and that's why Fire Connect helps us really get to know each other. That's why we meet twice a week. Some of the members have already, actually, I had this commercial real estate broker who flew to Chicago and met one of our members that lived in there, because they got to know each other through our meetings. And then they realized that they really like, the way they work and the way they run their business. And they made an effort to fly just to meet each other. And so, you talk about serious people here in our group. I am very serious about meeting people. I don't want to waste my time. I have a lot of projects in my plate. I've been very successful in doing a lot of things in my business. But at the same time, I always like to look for people that are truly, passionate, and that they really love what they do, and that they're good at what they do. And those are the qualifications I look for when I'm meeting people. I mean, just in this meeting, I mean, you guys are giving me an impression about who you are, and everybody gets the same way. And I feel bad that I couldn't show myself because my computer here, I don't want to lose my connection. So I'm just trying to at least communicate what we do without my video. But normally I'm always on the video, and I always get to see people, faces. And I love that you guys are all on video, and I appreciate that. So anyway, so that is really what I'm looking for. If you want to take 30 seconds and just write anything on chat, what you think about our discussion, anything that you can provide, that would be great. We'll just take 30 seconds. So, sometimes it's easier for people to write what they think more than what they say. So if you want to do that, that would be great. And then if you want to put your information also at the same time, that would be perfect.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, rewriting in the chat.
So if you wanted to provide any comments or feedback about our discussion from, what we just talked about, you can go ahead and do that on chat. So everybody can see it also, what you think about it. You're on mute, Lisa. I can't
About
hear.
our discussion so far.
Yes. Just on the qualifying a connection. That's kind of like our topic. One thing about this part of our meeting is some of the members would, put some really good comments, and I'm like, you surprised, and you learn more from what they type into the chat. So it's kind of nice to add that as part of our meeting.
I'm sure it's a little bit of a different dynamic when you have like 20 people on.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we have 16 to 20 people, it's just, we got to be very tight about our time. So because we only have an hour, so I'm very strict. You only have this much time. Sorry, we're gonna move on to the next one. But when it's just us, and we like that sometimes I can talk freely to the people that are here. Yeah, Rodney, I know you were expecting more attendance, and I apologize for not having that, but hopefully this is good for you.
What is the normal size of a meeting? I mean,
we have between 6 to 10 people, and I think that's a lot for us already when we're trying to run our meetings, but it's manageable. And they're pretty high profile people that we have, because the members that are joining, if you get to know people that we have, they're very well connected, and they run, great businesses, and they've been in this, in the business for many years. I myself has been in the business since 2005, so I've got a lot of projects on my belt. Okay.
when you say you've been in the business since 2005, is that real estate?
So I had my own brokerage on 2005. And then I started a marketing company in 2013, which is the Finest Women in Real Estate. Fire Up Connect was, I started Fire Up Connect, I would say after a year of running it. And then I started doing TV shows, TV productions, radio shows, magazine publications. So that's my career. And I do a lot of real estate land development projects. So I actually bring investors to large development projects. The last one I completed was an investor from Canada, and they brought in about $8 million to a project. And guess where I got this connection? It's through my Fire Up Connect. This is how we get a lot of people, we educate each other. And the person that gave me that connection, he was not even in real estate. But because of our meetings, we were educating each other, and they got to know what I do and I got to know what they do, and we help each other, and that's how it works for us.
Where are you located again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
I'm in San Diego.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and I go San Diego back and forth and Temecula. So the International Wealth Builders Association, we started that in the city of Temecula, but now we're going to expand in San Diego. So, and the International Wealth Builders Association is gonna go in other states too, because I have people that wants to start that in Chicago, in Philadelphia, and in Arizona. So I've got some people that are wanting to expand that organization. And it's really more on the real estate education. Okay, so let's do this. Next part of our meeting is let's talk about some of your success stories, or if you wanted to share a specific challenge that you want people to know, and maybe we can give you some recommendations, or a goal that you wanted to accomplish and give us a time frame. So this is where we get to know you more when you share those few things. So how about who would like to start?
What was the first one? It was something challenge and then go.
Success story. So we know what kind of accomplishment you've had. And then if you are having a specific business challenge, if you want to share that, or a specific goal.
I've got something.
What's
I've
that?
got something for all.
Okay, you want to start, Jackie?
Sure, I'll start.
Okay.
So as far as success stories, I'm going to pick one, but you can take this story and kind of apply it across a lot of our sellers that we work with. So one in particular, she was going through a lot of health issues, and she just needed to sell her house. So this is actually what we work with a lot, is people who just need to sell their house. They just need to get out of it. So she was going through all these health issues, and then her sister fell ill. So she was helping her sister. And all this time, her house is just sitting, and it was already in disrepair. So it was only getting worse and worse. And so when she called us, naturally, we tried to figure out everything that we could do. And it was just a cool thing because we were able to help her in every way. So not only did we buy her house at the number that she needed us to be at, but we were also able to actually, one of my partners got on her phone and did a walkthrough, like a FaceTime walkthrough, because the seller was in the hospital. So my partner did a FaceTime walkthrough in the house for us to get everything out of the house that she wanted. We set up a storage unit for her. We paid for the storage while we were waiting to close on the property. And then after we closed, there was, additional things in the house that we wanted. So we went back, got rest of it, moved everything out of the storage unit for her again, and, just kind of facilitated that entire process. And we do that a lot. So I like to talk about that story because it kind of encompasses what we do for a lot of our sellers. So that's a success story. As far as challenges, I'd say that our biggest challenge is people really understanding what we do and what we can do. We get a lot of you want to steal my house. And that is just not even close to what we want to do. I would never want someone calling me up and trying to steal my house. So I think that's our biggest challenge, is people really understanding what real estate investors do, what we can do, and how we're not all the same, because you've got a lot of investors out there that give us a bad name. As far as goals, we have not started holding properties yet. So we are looking to start holding properties this year, hopefully a handful by the end of the year.
Okay, wow. Thank
Do you
you,
help people
Jackie.
sell their homes?
What was that, Lisa?
Do you help people sell their homes?
We do. Yeah, yeah. So, that's in a nutshell what we do, is we help them get rid of their problem property without having to go through the traditional steps. You know, people traipsing through your house, showings, people asking for repairs, all those things. And then, you know, you've got a good 30 to 45 days before a conventional loan can close. So, you know, we offer a faster close, you know, not as invasive of inspections. We generally don't need an appraisal, things like that. So yeah.
Thank you, Jackie. Who's next?
Go for it, Rodney.
Let's see. Successes. So I for the longest time, I've prided myself on not only servicing clients up and down California, but also out of state. So I had a presence in about maybe 12 states, and including Guam, which is an American territory. But recently I acquired a contract where I now have presence in 38 states. So that was a big win that just happened last month. Challenges.
Awesome, Rodney.
Thank you. Challenges, I guess, in my industry, it's a lot of volatility. So I'm sure everyone can imagine what an accountant's schedule is like during tax season. So during tax season, there's year-end stuff, and then there's ongoing services projects that I have to worry about as well. So to juggle that in that 4-month period can be pretty tedious. So I've tried to delegate work to some of my colleagues. I've tried to stagger some of these projects by doing extensions on the clients that can tolerate that. But that pretty much is my challenge. It's trying to get through the first 4 months of the year while balancing out my other projects.
So you have to clone yourself, right?
I'm sorry?
You have to clone yourself.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, a clone would be perfect, but I would lose half my pay. So,
That's funny.
yeah.
Is that it, Rodney? Are you good?
Yeah, I think that would sum it up for me.
Okay.
I will add that with this big contract that I just acquired, I can probably officially put people on payroll instead of outsourcing one-off projects here and there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It'll be exciting.
All right. All right, Lisa.
Well, I guess, my successes would be that several of the businesses that I was brought in on the ground floor are surviving and thriving. The owners, decided to both retire. 2 weren't successful. One is, continuing to grow and thrive and expand internationally after I was with them for 17 years.
Wow.
Which is exciting. So those I take, great pride in. Challenges for me right now is building things correctly take time. So while you're in the investment period of building the product, getting all of the tone and voice and branding and strategy documents built, the website built, it all takes time. So somebody who's used to, being a driver of biz dev and things, that takes time. But the good news is that I'm getting to use my brain in all sorts of ways. There's no 2 days that are the same. There's not even an entire day that's the same. So, I'm pretty excited because the timing in the universe, in the world is ripe for what I'm involved in now. So I'm at the right place at the right time, building something that is pretty unique.
Wow. Cool, Lisa.
Very cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You were saying?
I just said I'm excited.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. All right. For me, I'm very pleased this year, starting with being the director for Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. So we started a new chapter here in San Diego, Mission Valley. So I think I'm going to be working with around 20 women. And so we meet like once a month. So this is more in person, but at the same time, we're going to be working on projects that are that we're going to be involving the community. One big project that I'm working on is with putting the Fire Up Live event in October for about 100 to 300 people. So that's one thing, and I'm checking some hotels right now and getting some information. And then the International Wealth Builders Association is something that I'm very passionate about. I really want to see that happen because, I got a lot out of that business. And I think that educating other people will really help, more make better decisions, especially with our economy. I mean, Rodney, if you're very knowledgeable about financial planning, you need to check this out. I think that would be great for you. And then with the radio shows, we were able to successfully launch the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. We have Real Men of Real Estate radio talk show that runs every Sunday at 1 p.m. And we have the Fire Up Connect radio talk show every 2 o'clock on Sundays. And the International Wealth Builders Association, we created a radio show for that. And that's every Saturday at noon. So we're running all these radio shows every week, which is really amazing. And I think I'm going to have more new radio shows coming up. If you are interested in, educating people in the area of California for the broadcasting channels, this is what we have. And then, adding the Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Android, and we're actually going to add 2 more distributions. These are perfect for, for our TV shows. And we actually include the radio shows in those distributions. So it's very exciting. So those are the successes that I have been working on and goals that I've been working on this year. So, and one big real estate land development project that I'm working on is actually a project in Arizona. We are trying to start funding about $524,000 with an ROI for the investor around 40% to 70% ROI. If you guys are interested in doing anything like this, I have access to this kind of projects. We can take minimum of $25,000 to whatever. If you have $500,000, you have 1 million, you have 30 million, we have the projects for you. So it's however you want. Jackie, if this is something that you do in terms of, helping, homeowners or, buy and sell, you might want to think about doing some syndication for this kind of project, because it would give you a 6-figure income in, about 12 to 18 months. And it's a pretty cool deal. So that's something that I can introduce you to. I can connect you to the right people and then see what you would like to do for that.
Okay.
It's another income
Yeah, so-
stream. You think about income streams, multiple income streams. I have because of my connections from different types of, industries, I'm able to create income streams from different people. I'm actually connected to the sports entertainment industry, health industry, connected to the technology industry. I mean, you're talking about different types, and I have connection from each one, and I'm making money from each those industries. That's why it's good to be connected in this kind of meetings, because it opens up a lot of doors for you, because there are different types of people coming in here, and they're opening doors for us, and that's the way to do it. So, and every time we get new people, we just connected to a guy who has this, who produce this expensive yachts, and they're like $10 million, and he offered me a business partnership on this project, which is really interesting, because it's a different market, but different types of level of people, and this might be good for Rodney. Rodney, I'm sure you want people with lots of money, right? that you can be connected to. So it's just different types of people
That'd
that
be
you can meet. All right. Okay, so we have 5 more minutes. I want to just thank you so much for sharing your information. Would like to get feedback from each one of you, what you think of your experience today. And, if you saw any kind of collaborations or ideas from our meeting, let us know. So I'll start with Lisa. Lisa, what do you think about our meeting today?
Well, it was, like I said in my chat, I mean, it was, it was a very friendly exchange. And I think it's cool to meet people who have been pretty successful on their own in a lot of different endeavors. So I applaud each of you for building your own business. I think that takes a certain kind of special belief and skill set and talent. So I think it's super cool to meet that.
And yeah, and you'll meet amazing people more if you join Fire Connect. Rodney, what about you? I know you wanted more people, but how did you feel about this meeting? Because we had an hour and we were able to share some information. What did you think about that?
No, I think it's a good concept. I think it's a good module to meet people and exchange information and see what's out there. The amount of people is, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, things happen. It would be interesting to see what it's like when there are more people that have just joined and that are existing members, seeing that dynamic of ideas bouncing off between those two audiences would be something I'd really like to see. Okay. But overall, I think today's meeting was productive and informative. So I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, based on what you guys have shared, I had some good, at least enough information to get to know you. I mean, sharing your successes, sharing some of your challenges. I mean, it gives me a really good idea of how you work and where you're at with your business. And I actually truly appreciate that more than anything. I think we lost Jackie here. I'm not sure if she's going to be coming back, but with Jackie, I get the information of what she's doing, but I'm still a little bit unsure in terms of how to even present that to other people without getting any kind of negative reaction. So, which is what she was saying. So, and it's something that I need to, learn more, because if people are reacting different from the way she's presenting it, maybe there's something that I need to know about that, because, we have to be careful about referring people. Lisa, is there any other comments you have? Are you good? Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to see if I can wait for Jackie, but she just, anyway, we're meeting again on Friday at 11 a.m. If you guys wanted to attend, and I'm still on my travel. I'm actually here in Texas, and I am attending a movie filming. for, I don't know, are you guys familiar with the movie Chosen? It's like a Christian movie. It's a Christian movie. It's about Jesus. And so the movie that I'm attending here in Texas is they're having 5,000 people, and it's about Jesus feeding 5,000 people here in Texas. So that's why we're here with our costume and everything, and we're going to be gone all day tomorrow. And I'm hoping that if Friday, if it allows me, I'm going to be able to run a meeting. If not, I'm going to have someone else run the meeting, because again, I'm traveling until I think Saturday here. So if you guys wanted to attend, take a look at fireupconnect.com. We have changed our membership. So that's something that you might want to take. And if you have any questions, if you want to have a one-on-one meeting with me, we can schedule that too. Because I would like to learn more about what you guys do. And I think it would be great to have a follow-up meeting.
Okay. Well, have fun on the film set.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to give my email
4,900
address.
I know the people.
Yeah, I'm going to give my email address here and my phone number. And feel free to send me, a follow-up meeting. I would love to learn more and see how we can collaborate. Okay.
Great.
And then again, I have radio shows. Sometimes we're looking for guests. And if you guys are interested in hosting your own show, let me know, because the way excuse me, the way we set that up here is one of our members, or my Fire Up Connect members, can host once a month of their show. So it's a 1-hour show, and then that is automatically, it could be a Zoom meeting where you're interviewing your guest, and then you can we will take those files and do a fully edited video to submit it to the radio station for broadcasting. And then that video is going to automatically go to Roku, Amazon Fire TV. If you guys if you have an Android phone, do you have an Android phone?
No.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so go to your Play Store and look for Building Solid Foundations channel. You can download that, install that, and then you'll find all our shows on in Roku. If you have Roku, you can see look for Building Solid Foundations.
Is it this?
Yes, that's it. You got it.
And I apologize, I had to walk away. I had a call coming in, so I didn't mean to miss that.
Oh, no, that's okay. Don't worry. So Jackie, just feedback from you in terms of our meeting.
Feedback, just like Rodney, I was expecting more attendees. I'm a little worried that we're all new, and I'm like wondering if there's going to be some seasoned people for the other meetings. But I think my other caution is that so much of my business is local. So I'm concerned about how many connections I really might be able to make. Now, just like Lisa said, there's happy accidents. So, I don't want to miss out on being connected with someone, whether they're local or not, if we think we can help each other. But I am concerned. I mean, all three of you guys are on the other side of the country.
Yes. And I understand. I totally understand because I've been in so many networking meetings, and this group, I can even give you references from some of the members, and they can tell you what their experience is, and that would probably help you also understand. But if you come back and just see how it is again, that will help you more to understand how this works. But I can tell you, I mean, don't just judge this group because of this meeting. There's a lot more to expect, and if you are interested, yeah, and
not judging.
Yeah, and also think about the opportunity of branding, marketing. We have a lot of great marketing programs here. And that's something that the members love to, with their benefits that they get from this group. So again, just come back and see how that works for you again. And I'm very impressed that we got to meet all of you. And I think just the three of you, I mean, you guys have good backgrounds and good credentials. And I think it's great to at least we got to know each other. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, Marie.
Yeah,
Nice
thank
meeting
you.
you, Rafi.
Nice
Jackie,
meeting you, girls.
I'll look you up on LinkedIn.
Oh, here, let me send you my phone number real quick, if that's okay.
Yeah, you
I'll
can.
put it I'll put it in the chat.
So funny.
All right. Yes,
Great.
save your chat.
Okay. Thanks, Marie. Good luck.
Yeah,
Jackie,
thank you.
I'll reach out.
Yeah, that sounds good. I look forward to talking with you, Lisa, and thank you, Marie.
Yeah, you're welcome. You guys take care. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.